So we'll start this tutorial where I have a scene layer, which is like a newsreading scene, you could say. And we have the presenter who sits on top. And I've created three layers. We've got an audio layer where we're going to place this WAV file that I have created. I have just gone File, Import, Import to Library. And let's have a listen to this sound file before we go any further. Hello, welcome to News Ahoy! So that's myself, the pirate, and this is me, the news presenter, and I'll be drawing eyes and a mouth in this space here. So it's a basic figure, excluding eyes and mouth, because those will be what we're animating in this tutorial. So how do we get the audio into this layer? Well, we have a 60 frame timeline to play with, and I'm on the audio layer. I've clicked on that, and now I simply click and drag my WAV file onto the stage. And you'll notice that it now appears in the timeline. So if I press enter to play the timeline, hello, welcome to News Ahoy! You'll see that we have the right number of frames. If we needed more, we could always group select them and right click, insert frames. But this is fine for our purposes. What we need to do is to look at the way the mouth would move and simply draw mouth shapes between the nose and the chin. So I'll press enter. Hello! So the first sound is hello, which is, if you make the H sound, it's like a wide rubber band. All I'm going to do in my mouth layer, clicking here, is create a blank keyframe here. So I'm going to right click, insert blank keyframe. And at this point in time, using my paintbrush tool, and let's make sure it's a very thin brush, and it is, I'm going to make a circle for like the hello sound. So let's go from there. So it goes hello, and judging by the thicker sound element here, this is probably where my next blank keyframe is. So I'm going to right click and insert another blank keyframe here. And so this is the O shape, so we know how to draw that, and I'm going to make it a kind of a diagonal. Let's just play that back, and what I forgot to do was to put a starting mouth shape. So I've clicked there, and it's just going to be like a little grin. Let's play the first part and see how it's going. Hello! Now, welcome is also a mouth closed shape. It's like you're whistling. So for welcome here, I'm going to create another blank keyframe, right click, insert blank keyframe, and I'm going to make it a little bit tighter, and maybe even a few little lip purses around the outside. Might be a good idea here to turn on our onion skin so we can look at how all these drawings align with each other. Let's go back and play that. Hello, welcome to... So welcome, as we go from the W to the E, which is here, we need to go back to our round shape, like our stretched rubber band shape. Insert blank keyframe, and now that I've got my onion skin on, I can align it more easily. That's too big. Control Z to undo. That's not bad. Let's have a look. Hello, welcome to News Ahoy! So now we get up to the welcome to. So I'm just making sounds myself to try to get them right. So let's go back. Hello, welcome. So this is welcome. So the second part of the word welcome is a very kind of closed mouth shape. So I'm going to right click here, insert a blank keyframe, and we'll make that a little line like so. And then 2 is a big round circle. we'll find out where that sits on the timeline. Hello, welcome to... So 2 is here. So I'm just using the enter key to stop and start it. Once again, right click, blank keyframe. So 2 is going to be our round shape again. Welcome to... And before we make the N sound, we're doing a very wide mouth. So here I'm going to click, right click, blank keyframe, go back to a kind of wide mouth shape like so. Let's see how that's playing back. Back to frame 1, hit enter. Hello, welcome. Hello, welcome to new... So for news, that's coming up here. I want to go for more of a circle shape. So right click, blank keyframe. And you can see how all these drawings are stacking up on top of each other. And the S sound is a very wide, thin mouth. So that would be around here. I'm just guessing. You can always play it back and pause the timeline. So blank keyframe. This one's going to be quite a wide line. Like that. Play it back. Hello, welcome to news. And then ahoy. The A is a very wide open mouth, which will be here. You can see by the size of the waveform. So we're going to go here, click, right click, blank keyframe, and ahoy. So this is going to be a very big ah. And then hoi is like a smaller round circle. So right click, blank keyframe. All you'll do is like do into a mirror, and that might be the best way to do it. And ahoy, it goes from a circle to like a smile, an open smile, which is here. Last part of the drawing. Blank keyframe, and hoi here is going to be like a kind of open mouth shape. Let's now turn off our onion skin, hit enter. Hello, welcome to News Ahoy. And it's not great, but it's not bad for a couple of minutes work. You can always do it in front of a mirror and get a much more accurate look at what your mouth is doing. But the easiest way to do this, as you've seen, is to simply create a mouth layer and just draw freely on top of it. Creating blank keyframes gives you the ability to simply draw out the shapes as you see them in a mirror.